Is there a trans genocide happening in the United States? Trans genocide. It sounds so harsh, right? I remember using the term a couple of times, and when I did, I thought to myself, wow, that sounds a wee bit dramatic. With the term being used so frequently now, I shouldn't have been surprised when I got a private message asking me, is this a trans genocide? Before responding, I thought it was wise if I did some research. After reading multiple definitions, I decided to look for a definition that came from a very reputable source. That's when I came across the Geneva Convention's definition. If anyone should know, it's them, right? Their definition, oddly enough, concurred with most other definitions. Since the election, what's been happening to trans people meets the requirements to be called a genocide. I don't know if you know, but to be labeled a genocide, you have to meet several criteria. And the unfortunate truth is that since the election, trans people do. Seeing it so clearly spelled out was like a punch in the gut. I was distracted from the knot in my stomach only by the inside voice in my head saying, fuck! My inside voice was having that reaction. My outside voice started to make jokes. My life hasn't been hard enough. Now I have to survive a genocide, is what it said. Transitioning when I did 44 years ago was really difficult. Generally speaking, it's still not as difficult as it was back then today. For now, at least. Yet this time feels different. It's scarier. The government punching down, removing protections, losing access to health care, and the uncertainty around gender markers. It's all just so mean. Really nasty business, I tell ya. For what? Hundreds and hundreds of bills being written just to keep us apart, to keep us separate from society at large. Again, I have to ask, for what? The majority of people, and I mean by a lot, have never even seen a trans person in real life. All this hoopla about women's sports and girls' sports, for what? There are only 10 girls playing in sports in schools in the whole country. You're passing laws to exclude the trans women you've never encountered in the public restroom. If you want the vast majority of trans people to disappear, all you have to do is mind your business and stop looking for us. It's really that simple. Go back to ignoring us, just like you did for the decades prior to our existence becoming politicized.